Okay, only went under one name. Well, let's do that then. Okay, so here we go. Actually, for real this time. Hello and welcome to the semi-finals for the 4PL Cup number 18. And we are here with two teams that have made it all the way through to the semi-finals. There is this is round number 7 of 8. So they have played already 6 matches today, although some might have played 5, depending on if they had a free win, if there were actually 128 teams that signed up. But we will see them anyway. And it's going to be a best out of 1. And it's going to be only that one game that will decide if they have a chance to go into the finals. The finals will be best out of 3. Will be played between the other semi-finals. Will be We as Asian versus either Pain Gaming or Mad Gaming. They are still fighting, so one of the two will meet the semi-finals to What is Asian. So We as Asian rather. And the winners of that will face the winners of this. So that is what we are waiting for right now. What are we waiting for? We're not waiting. We are watching a game, and this should be a good game. I'm sure a lot of you people will realize that 25 is actually the team that managed to beat Navi in a defense match earlier this season. And also you might recognize them from Star Ladder. They have played in the Star Series. You might also recognize them because it is said to be PGG's new team. Though having said that as well, PGG is actually not playing right now. So, stand-ins. Just saying. Anyway. Sorry, I just saw something funny in the chat, but I will not respond to that one. We will see the drafts, because that's what we're here for. We have the Undying and the Pet Rider, Nyx Assassin and Keeper of Light all banned out. That left 25 with the option to go for the Magnus as the first pick. And, or sorry, as the second pick, because the first pick actually seemed to be on the side of the Dire right now. Bounty Hunter was the first pickup, and Magnus the hero that got picked up second, with the Leshrac instantly. Now Leshrac is a hero that later on in the game is great together with the Magnus. Reverse Polarity, Split Earth following up on that one, Lightning Edict, a lot of AoE damage going through, it's great. And on lanes, he is a great hero combining with a lot of different heroes as well. I mean, the Sven, the Chaos Knight. I'm actually quite curious to see if they're gonna actually pick up that Sven, because that kind of gives away what they want to be doing. But they would also give the opportunity to the opponents a chance to still counter that one. But they actually pick up the Lifestealer, so Lifestealer and Leshrac is actually a decent-ish lane as well, because the slow with the open wounds will give Leshrac a chance to land that stun. But I like 25's lineup already. We have got the Bounty Hunter, Lone Druid and Shadow Demon already picked up by NEXT.kz. Now Lone Druid and Bounty Hunter, two heroes that we normally see up on the solo lane, so I'm quite curious to see how they're going to be laning this, as with the Shadow Demon there is always is good support regardless of what you have. Right now, NEXT.kz is kind of giving away all their cards. They're just showing that what 3 lanes they will have. One lane with the Bounty Hunter, one with the Lone Druid, one with the Beastmaster. In theory. I'm saying that because you never know. We've had a very fast draft, by the way. We have got the Darkseer being banned out still. Quite surprised that he wasn't picked up in the second or in the first pick phase. We've got the Wisp and the Broodmother being banned out by NEXT.kz as well, with the Dazzle being banned out by 25. Now you might be wondering why that is, but you might also be following the G League, which is of course casted on Beyond the Summit by LD and Winter a lot of the times. And it was actually there that we saw the Dazzle combined up with the Shadow Demon, and when Shadow Demon, after its disruption, he can heal the targets, and the heal will also go through the targets of the illusions that the Shadow Demon creates, so extra damage going on to the target that was disrupted. And especially if you count the Soul Catcher with that, that's just so much nuke damage going through, so that's something that they don't want to be dealing with. They also ban up the Tinker and the Rubik as well. So those are going to be the bans for 25, and they managed to pick up an Enigma after the Beastmaster got picked up by NEXT.kz. They also pick up the Bane upon NEXT.kz. Now Bane, it's quite interesting to see, because Bane normally, of what I've been told anyway, is the hero that was said you pick up the Bane if the Shadow Demon is banned out. Basically because it's also a hero that sets up things. With a Nightmare you can walk towards the target and do stuff. Same thing goes for Disruption. But they actually have the Bane and the Shadow Demon, so that's quite interesting to note. imagine the burst damage with a brain sap after the disruption and the soul catcher on there. That's quite a lot of burst damage going through. But we'll see how they're going to be able to make that work out for them. We've got 25 thinking about their last pick, and they're thinking hard, but they're not thinking long because they didn't have that much time left. They only had 3 seconds time left. They pick up the Templar Assassin, which is actually kind of a shame for me because I was kind of hoping to see the Magnus in the solo mid lane, as that's a role I prefer. I mean, of course, Templar Assassin could, in theory, still be on a short lane or something like that, but we'll see how they're actually going to be doing that. Personally, I like Magnus' solo mid because he wants to have those levels. He wants to have that level 6 and have that dominance over the game.
For battle.
Now let's see who's playing what. We've got the bounty hunter being. Oh, look. Like I like this headpiece for a long time, but then someone says like it looks like he has underwear stuck over his face, and it's actually kind of true. It's awkward underwear, but it's there, so it's a bit of a shame. It looks like they want to go for level 1 Roshan. They do indeed, but we're gonna see them taking down the Roshan while we just go over who's playing what. So we have got the bounty hunter being played by Wadafaka. I know, just the way it goes. We've got Mantis playing the lone druid. I cannot click him because, you know. Hey, since when is Roshan hitting with his tail rather than hitting with his head? Like, isn't he supposed to be jumping his head down and stuff? I like this. They saw the counter ward thinking, you know, that's a normal thing that the Shadow Demon does. That's actually quite interesting. I mean, it's just making sure, like, okay, you know, what they're doing seems like normal, no longer going for Roshan or something, or not going for Roshan, but they don't realize. But Mantis will be playing the lone druid. Sorry, Beastmaster, actually. Wow, look at the Beastmaster outfit. Oh my god, sorry, I'm so distracted. It is Topor who's going to be playing the lone druid. Beastmaster, who's having an awesome outfit here. I like this a lot. But yeah, that's going to be played by Mantis. We're going to have 9 playing the Shadow Demon. And the last one, or did I already have everybody? Stalcat! There we go, Stalcat will be playing the Bane. So that's going to be that. And Roshan went down, nothing was said or done by the opponent team. They're just having to deal with the being at the disadvantage of 2 levels. For now. We've got the Templar Assassin in the mid lane, played by some Flashes. I should be knowing who that is, but I actually forgot. Sorry for that one. We've got Cino, of course, the player that we know. He's going to be playing the Magnus, and he's indeed going to be on the solo long lane. Is going to be locked inside a disruption, inside a nightmare, and is going to be harassed a lot here. He can skewer himself away, but he knows he's going to be fine anyway, so he will be safe, and he will be popping himself or eat a tangle, and will be fine after that one again. But that's just a downside. He's level 1 against 3 level 2 heroes. I say 3, but of course Shadow Demon wasn't there because he was warding, so he's actually at a bit of a disadvantage there. But it is a level 3 lone druid. It's pretty painful. We've got Manifest playing the Leshrac. He's going to be on the bottom lane. He's going to be supporting the Nexus on the Lifestealer. And in the mid lane we already had that one. I feel like I'm missing someone. I do. Hello, Judo. He's going to be playing the Enigma. In the meantime, if you're wondering, what I think, where I think the first lot is going to hit, I think it's either going to be top lane with Cedar falling off. Of course, he has a skewer, so he has an escape mechanism. But it's not going to happen on the bottom lane. I mean, he's just being careful and he's just being annoying to Enigma. There is 1 sentry ward left up on the Leshrac. He placed his first one to counter ward the ward that was in the Roche pit, or around the rune spawn. So he only has 1 left there. And I mean, in the mid lane, in theory, I feel like Templar Assassin should be able to kill off the Beastmaster, but you know, the level difference was there, so I'm not quite sure if that's still going, and if that's actually I can count on that. I don't think I can. So it's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be depending also on who's gonna be helping to gank who. As we have the Templar Assassin in the meantime 7 for 5 last hits, and Mantis has got 8 for 2, so still very even on last hits. Still the level difference from the Roshan, of course, but as you can see, I mean, it started out on 1 versus 3 at some point, but the level difference is actually a bit less than it was. It is actually level 4 also on Templar Assassin, level 4 on the Beastmaster. So Templar Assassin kinda caught up on that one. So it's a good thing for her. At the same time, Beastmaster, we saw in the previous game, he just needs that level 6 to get stuff going, to get that roar up. In the meantime, we have a Nightmare up again up on Cedar. There will be a Brain Sap as well. Soul Catcher could be there. There it is. And now the Brain Staff comes, maybe. Or is he going to try to use it as last hit? Screwer is still there, of course. Oh, the range for the Brain Staff was not long enough anymore. He waited too long. He waited too long. And Cedo will be fine. Still has his health. It's his last regen though, but he's going to be safe for now. As we see, I mean, we see how fast that can change, right? I mean, just one nightmare to set everything up. And if it's not a nightmare, then it's a disruption. It's just setup after setup after setup. In the meantime, they also have got some pushing power, of course, with that bear. The pushing also makes it easier for Morcedo to get some experience. He's level 3. And again, I mean, I personally like them on the Magnus is on the solo long lane, but as long as he's getting some experience, he is okay-ish. Hello, smoked up Enigma. Looking to be going from the side up on Mantis from behind. Let's see if he can do that. He has got a Malefice, of course, ready for that. There's a bit of mana up on the Templar second as well. They're going to go for it. There comes the Malefice. Wrong right click. There goes the boar, but it's not enough, and he will be dropping. And that's going to be the first blood going the way of the Templar Assassin in the mid lane.
First blood. And there's nothing more mysterious until it has been spilled.
Why do I hear the Aegis? Who had the Aegis? Bounty Hunter pick up the Aegis. The Aegis is used. Wow, I missed that. I'm sorry. But you know, he had an Aegis, so he was alive. Oh, couriers. Oh, if only he had a level 1 or a level 3 Janata or something, but that's not gonna happen. He's gonna be safe. He's gonna be finding Judo though, but he just goes invisible again. But that's the Aegis being used on the Bounty Hunter. And that's also the advantage. I mean, the advantage started off with it being in favor of Mantis, but right now, I mean, with that kill, Templar Assassin in favor. There is a level 6 up on Mantis though, so the roar is there. We also have instantly another smoke going off, this time for NEXT.kz. This time finally wanting to get the job done on that Magnus, has been staying alive for a long time there. Ward being placed first, just to see where it's going to go, and that's going to be it. There's going to be disruption, start things off. Lone Druid will come as well soon, hopefully for him. The Skewer actually gets him away, and the Lone Druid didn't even try. He was just going to go for the tower instead, knowing that the Skewer was still up on Cedo, full on mana, full on HP. Such a hard hero to take down. In the meantime, though, this might be the tower still dropping, which will mean still an advantage for NEXT.kz, getting some extra gold on their support. Nightmare starting it off. Can they do it again? No Brain Sap still. I mean, Brain Sap, I mean, if you're wondering why isn't he Brain Sapping, it's cost so much mana. So you kind of want to have your chance to still have, you know, have that as a last hit, or have that as a last resort when you are getting harassed, when you need that HP. In the meantime, we have got a kill from the Bounty Hunter, the last Sentry Ward being used for that one, and it's Shrek that picks up the kill. Infest was actually used for that one as well, but it is a kill. They're going in, again, the way of 25. As we have the Hawk being picked up there. Templar Assassin getting a haste rune to boot, so having a fun time there. Also got our face boots complete, doing nicely. As Mantis, he's got his boots. He's died once, and it looks like a Bounty Hunter. Oh my god, I think he forgot that there was a sentry. He's gonna go down again. Shrek again. Getting the kill this time again. So 2 kills going the way of Manifest. As we have got the trap going off on Mantis. There's gonna be more people coming in. Here comes Talcat. Just trying to help out. Is he going to be in time though? Needs a Nightmare. Where is he? Where's the Nightmare? There's a Nightmare. And there's going to be the Eidolon still helping out though. And it's TA that still picks up the kill. And now it's trouble for Shadow Demon. The Eidolon's helping out. And the melt damage, the haste rune, and the kill. The double kill goes towards the Templar Assassin. And she's going to go for a triple kill. Can she do it? I think she might be able to. She hasn't got a refraction in 10 seconds. That's actually not enough. Lightning will help out though. But yeah. That is a triple kill. I'm sorry for the mega kill announcer. I'm not very a fan of it either, but I haven't gotten around to change it just yet. But that was Manifest coming out with a lightning level 3 to help out. And I know a lot of people have been checking like why is lightning so popular lately. It's because it's more push heavy, it's more counter push heavy. More importantly that. And it is a lot more safe. Like if you want to go for your edict, that's fine, but you need to stand like basically in the midst of all your enemy heroes, and you're not the most strong hero of all times, especially not if you're being played as a support. That's just not ideal. So that's why we see them. See the lightning more often. There's a lot of burst damage going through as well. And burst damage is of course pretty nice lately, as we have Nexus by himself farming, feeling confident to do that now. Bounty Hunter level 5. He's gonna be helped out soon by the Shadow Demon though. I'm not sure if they can get it. And the Sentry Ward of course there also. He realized it's still there, so he is not gonna be able to surprise Nexus anytime soon. We've got the Templar Assassin level 8. She's got 37 for 7 last hits. Mantis 39 for 10. So able to keep track up on that one. Keep up with the Templar Assassin. It's just the kills that is such a big difference. There's no kills yet on the side of NEXT.kz. And then you have a lineup where you have a Bounty Hunter, where you have a Beastmaster. You have such a gank heavy lineup and no kills. It's painful.
Denied.
Maybe we're gonna see them having kills still when the Bounty Hunter reaches level 6 and then trying to roam around with that Beastmaster Roar. So if you have a Roar and a Track, and you will be able to get kills, but at the same time, who are you gonna try to kill? If you're gonna try to kill Lifestealer, oh, you know, he could turn around and kill you instead. You could kill the Shrek, that's fine, but there's a Lifestealer around there. Oh, and they realize he was there. Sentry Ward instantly. The Shrek stun misses though, and they can't follow up on that one. Nice aggression coming up from Manifesto, and I don't think that Bounty Hunter will be showing himself anytime soon again. Like I said, I mean, Lishrak is just a hard target to gank, and even has a Sentry Ward, so not that ideal. Nickman would be a good target though, but he has got a black hole already, he has a soul ring, so he could use it as well as Mantis gets picked up for the 3rd time, I believe. Yes, it is. Disruption. Soul Catcher. Want to go for it? Janada. Brain Step. Getting slowed down. Wants to go for a black hole. Can he get it though? Might be able to, but no, he's dead in the meantime. Templar Assassin managed to find the Shadow Demon, gets a double kill with that one. Might be looking for more. Nightmare going off on there. There's still Refraction Up Trap going off on Stalcat. There's the Face Boost being used. She can get that, but she's not going to be fast enough, and especially not with that track up on her. She would be able to give Stalcat extra movement speed to get away, and that's not ideal. At the same time, she might be overextending, so that's not really where she wants to be. And anyway, she got enough gold. She's got herself a Blink Dagger. That was, by the way, the first kill going the way of NEXT.kz. In the meantime, looks like they want to be using the Roar Nightmare to set it up. There goes the board. Roar going up. Templar Assassin going to be the target. Trap still going up. Dust as well. Cannot hide, but the Reflection is still there. And here also comes Judo. Has a black hole. Will use it. Sugar Dust will interrupt it, but is it going to be in time? It might be Refraction, or Refraction was not there. In the meantime, Reverse Polarity, make sure it it creates a bit of chaos there as well, as Stalcat's going to be able to get away from that one. Access flies through. Malefice going off on Mantis there, as Mantis will probably drop there, one more hit away from dying, as Cedo will be able to get the job done. Stalcat hasn't got a Brace Step anymore. The Shockwave will miss, as we have got the Disruption and a Soul Catcher up on Cedo still, with Motherfucker coming in there, landing a Janada, Shockwave going through, and that's gonna be another kill. Double kill going the way of Cedo, Lightning going through. Shadow Demon a bit too greedy, going down to the Lifestealer, decided to join the party. In the meantime, we have 2 versus 3 in favor of 25 once again, and the Lifestealer coming in there with a double damage stream, just making a difference. Got himself an armlet. It's just doing amazingly well. We have the gold graph just spiking up towards the 3k. Mind you, it's 3k, not as much as you might be thinking it is. 4k experience though, because there are just a lot of kills difference, of course, going the way in favor of 25. And we have got the tower dropping indeed, and that is the second tower rather, to go down on the side of NEXT.kz. The first tower was on the bottom lane, and the first tower on the other side of 25, of course. We saw that going down at the start of the game, where NEXT.kz actually had a pretty good start, but not able to kill off the Magnus. The Magnus is now level 9, so he's got those levels still. He's got 1600 gold. He's ready for a Reverse Polarity Fest. Well, he already did one, but you know, he wants to go for big group hug time for the opponent team. We'll see if he's gonna make that happen. Templar Assassin. I mean, that was the first time that she died just now, and she got her Blink Dagger before that time, so she's not too sad about that happening. Of course, she gave some gold away to their opponents, but it's not going to be enough. And I'm actually quite surprised that the early game went this far in favor of 25, considering that the Roshan was taken down by NEXT.kz. They got that early game advantage with the levels, with the gold, but it didn't work out that way. As in, it didn't work out properly for them, as it looks like the Reverse Polarity is wanting to be used again, with the Templar Assassin roaming around. She's got a haste rune again. And with that Blink Dagger, I might be able to do something, as the track goes off here on Judo. Bounty Hunter hanging around there, has got his Face Boost, has got his drums almost complete, looking for a kill, but won't be able to do it just yet. Judo is just being too safe. He wants to go to the tower, as we have got Soul Catcher up on Templar Assassin. Gonna try to chase down Topor, but won't be able to do it, or will he? The haste rune is still active. Roar actually going up. Hello, Mantis. Hello, Ensnaria. Hello, kill. And that's going to be 9 picking it up. And that is a great kill for NEXT.kz to have. And that is also just overextension coming the way of 25. The Templar Assassin, she was way too greedy for a kill there, and if you're gonna do that, you're gonna better make sure that everybody else is elsewhere doing stuff, distracting people elsewhere, but that wasn't the case. Everybody was free to roam around, to come towards the forest to kill off that Templar Assassin. In the meantime, they might be getting something in return of that, because they're going to go towards the tier 1 tower, and it looks like they will be getting it as well. From the side though, here comes the Enigma, here comes also the Magnus, and they have the reverse polarity and the black hole. I mean, the combination possibilities on the side of 25 are pretty big. Like I already said during the draft, I said the Leshrac and the Magnus, but that was before the Enigma got picked up. So if you have a reverse polarity combined with a black hole, you can see it a bit as a sort of vacuum, maybe. So you have like a reverse polarity into black hole, into Leshrac stun, into lightning, maybe an infest there, also spill damage going through, Eidolon's helping out. There's a lot of damage going through. The team fight potential should definitely be in favor of 25, because if you look at team fight in favor of NEXT.kz, I mean, what kind of team fight do you have? Bane is the ultimate solo target hero. And yes, he can put someone totally out of place. So you know, if you really don't want to have to deal with a reverse polarity, then bam, Fiend's Grip. And you know, you don't have to deal with them. If you really don't want to deal with a black hole, then Fiend's Grip. I haven't said that. I mean, two things they already have that work through BKB, and Link is what's up with either. I mean, reverse polarity as well as the black hole. As soon as Bane, I mean, Bane can't get anything that can stop everything from going through his ulti, so that's a pretty tough cookie for him to take.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
At the same time, I mean, the kills that 25 was getting early on, it seems that kind of stagnated after that kill upon the Templar Assassin. She doesn't seem to be as free as she was before. She should be a lot more careful. Now, if that's the right thing to do, I am not entirely sure. Of course, it's good to be careful, but she can be a bit more aggressive, I feel like. And that kill that happened on her, I mean, she wants to be careful, but she doesn't have to be that careful. We have in the meantime Roshan being attacked here by NEXT.kz. Of course, back up again as we have a blink in. Oh, and there's a score, and that's your reverse polarity. I was gonna say shockwave going through. And Leshrac stun coming in as well. Track going up on Cedar. That's Zito. He has to be careful. Roar going up on the Enigma and the Fiend's Grip as well. Mantis will drop from that one, but at least no black hole. And the Enigma as well as the Magnus already down, already used their ultimates also. Track going up on Nexus there as we see Tofor dropping. Stelka now in a lot of trouble. Will be able to pick off one of the heroes still as Leshrac drops. And there is actually another Nightmare going up on the Templar Assassin. Still has a reflection, still has all the mana. It's just to make sure that everybody can get away. Stelka, let's see if he's going to be as lucky trying to dodge it. Oh my god! Oh my god, he's able to dodge it with the track up on there. What a juke! Nice one, Stalcat, and they still see where he is. Oh, blink towards the high ground. And he has got the Lifestealer inside of him also, in case you're wondering what happened to him. But the Lifestealer is right inside of the Templar Assassin, and he's going to be jumping out. They want to be going for this Shadow Demon, and he will get him as well. Stalcat, is he going to be the next target? There's another Nightmare going off on the Templar Assassin. And here comes more, here comes the Bounty Hunter. Let's see if they can do something there. Melt damage, spill damage going through as well. Have to be careful. And they will be able to get away. Yes, they will. The Roar is up again in 17 seconds. The Roshan still went down, and it went down in favor of NEXT.kz, I do believe. Yes, though I have to say though, the Templar Assassin managed to snatch the Aegis. So that's gonna be that one. I can't believe that actually worked with Juke. I mean, seriously. I mean, you saw him move in there, of course, and he had the track on, so Stalcat knew exactly where he was, and he just decided to look at this tree, that tree. Did all the work. I like it. It's fun. I have to say, I'm also quite surprised, even though 25 ended up winning that fight. I mean, there's no doubt about that, especially after snatching that Aegis and killing off a lot of heroes from NEXT.kz. The reverse polarity and the black hole. I mean, NEXT.kz was ready for it. They were ready for it. They were making sure that the Roar was still outside of the pit, that they could stop that. The Fiend's Grip was instantly up on the Enigma as well. Cedo, even though he came in there, first he blinked, of course. He wanted to blink inside the Roche Pit, didn't make it, okay. He stopped his reverse polarity just in time. It's like I was a bit confused. Did it go off? Did it not go off? It did not go off. Then he skewered to the low ground, got the reverse polarity still off. But again, I mean, it wasn't as big of an impact as I thought it would be. The Shrexton even followed that up, but it just... it was enough in the end, of course, but he still died for it. Not as big of an impact as I thought it would be. We have the Templar Assassin building towards a Yasha. So we're going to see a Manta style upon him sooner or later. We're going to have a tier 1 tower dropping probably. Last tier 1 tower standing on the side of NEXT.kz. And they don't really seem to be able, and seem to be in any position to try and do something with that.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is
In the
under
meantime,
attack.
it was tier 1 tower bottom lane. It's also going to go down. Last tier 1 tower standing on 25. Looks like they're willing to give that up for the chance to pick up the tier 2 top. And they are going to do that. The TPs come in instantly though. They don't want to give up their tier 2. The Edict still goes through. Edict level 2 still doing a lot of damage. Fortification goes off. So they realize they want to defend it. And here comes the first one. Stalkat can start something up with a Nightmare, but the blink away is first. A lot of blinks up on the side of 25, with the blink up on the Magnus as well as up on the Templar Assassin. I'm realizing that maybe we're going to see Enigma building and a blink dagger as well at some point, as everybody knows exactly where everybody is with the tracks, the creeps. And there's again, they saw it happen, they saw Nyx Assassin, or sorry, Nyx Lifestealer, whatever, not Nyx Assassin, jumping inside that Templar Assassin. So they realize that they're being extra careful with that. They don't want to be caught out in that team fight. And that's why they have to give up their tower. Sad story, but true. The Shrek picked up the tower, and there's actually the blink in. Reverse polarity on 2. Shockwave going through as well, but it is a most tanky hero as well. Stalkat, he's going to be able to get away. Fiend's Grip instantly up on Nexus. Cannot get anywhere, but Black Coins are upset. Enigma already dying though. Double kill for the Lone Druid as Cino is on his way out. Topor though, Lone Druid will be dropping. Templar Assassin picking up the kills, leading house. Nexus toggling his arm, not able to stay alive. He got himself a Desolator, but that doesn't save him from the Bounty Hunter. And the buyback came from the Lone Druid, so he is back again. They want to go for the Shuriken Toss hit. Buyback also from the Lifestealer. Track going off on the Templar Assassin. Extra movement speed for them. Can they get it? The Bear trying to get ahead of this one, but I'm not sure if they can get it though. The blink up will be soon again. Actually, that's the Janata. That will slow it off, and that will be the kill going the way of the... Oh, actually, that's the Aegis only. The buyback actually came from the Lifestealer, but he's just going to go bottom farming, and let's see if they can get it. The blink away was first, but it wasn't far enough, and they are going to be able to kill him up. They should be able to. There he goes. And that is indeed the kill. And that is also the Radiance being picked up by the Lone Druid, even after buying back. And he's going to go for a Soul's Cuirass. Has it almost complete, even with that buyback, quite surprisingly. As you see the net worth, the difference is just quite big. Sorry for not changing it earlier. Wow, I'm being a mess with those things today, aren't I? Sorry for that. But, yeah. That is Lone Druid. Actually, I mean, he's very high up on there, but we already saw that Lifestealer. He also bought back. He also got a Desolator, and he also still got 1500 gold. And he's actually on par with a Lone Druid. So we're gonna see how that works out later on in the game. Even though, having said that, I realized that in theory, later on, when everything is farmed up, then there's gonna be 12 item slots up on Topor and only 6 up on the Lifestealer. But we'll see how that's gonna work out. And of course, also the important thing to note is that, I mean, Lifestealer is one of those heroes. There are some things that you can do against him. You can have a Force Staff to get yourself away. As in, to get yourself away from the Lifestealer. Duh. That's what I was talking about. You can have, more importantly, this guy, the Bear, that Bear, Entangles go through BKB, so you can rage. Or you can rage, but, you know, it won't stop you from getting entangled. And that's a great thing to have. So, in theory, it should be the Lone Druid. If he's lucky, of course, with those entangles, that should be getting ahead later on in this game. And depending on how fast he is. Because, I mean, with the Desolator, I mean, if he gets close, if he can still attack. And the Templar Assassin also with that meld and managed armor, if he can get attacks also. It will still be tricky. It will still be dangerous to deal with that. And of course, I mean, I don't even mention the team fight in that, because, you know, we all know that in theory is in favor of 25 for sure. So we have a smoke up for NEXT.kz, looking for a target. They have got the Shadow, or this Ghost Scepter up on the side of 9, so he'll be able to be immune again. I think that you can do against the Lifestealer, and also against the Templar Assassin, who won't be able to get killed off by it, or at least, you know, it's all physical damage that you do. So if you go into your Ghost Scepter, then you will be able to do something. Shuriken Toss going too, but the rages get baited out. Let's see if they can do something still. Tracks going off. We still have the Roar, of course. Here's also coming the Enigma. 14 seconds until there's another black hole. The reverse polarity is up again already. NEXT.kz has to be careful, but they're all 5 here. From the side, here's Templar Assassin with an invisibility rune. Seeing exactly the positioning of everybody, and this is dangerous. This is reverse polarity material right here. And we see positioning of Bane. Very careful there. Shockwave going through. Open wounds up on the bear. Oh, careful. Roar up on Enigma. There goes the Shrek. Not hitting on anything. Bear. Have to be careful. Bear getting picked off there. And there's the demonic purge upon the Enigma, trying to get himself away. Reverse polarity up on 4. One down. Bounty Hunter drops first. The Lone Druid goes down second. One buyback going off. Stelcat though trying to get himself away, but I don't think he's gonna be lucky enough. Nope, he drops as well. And that's gonna be also Bounty Hunter's gonna be back alive again, but he has to be careful. Just being popped doesn't reach him anymore. The Shadow Demon got picked up there, of course, as well, as the Beastmaster decided, you know what, I don't want to be here. I'll go. And he left, and he was alive. But that was, I mean, the positioning there, you saw it yourself. NEXT.kz not really expecting that invisibility rune up on the Templar Assassin, who could just see everything. And so the Yasha is there. Looks like the Fusil Blade is going to be next for the Templar Assassin. Picked up 2 Blades of Electricity. As we're going to see them taking down the tier 2 tower. No real challenge for them. They just pick it up, and they might even be trying to go for more. Lone Druid still dead for another 10 seconds. But no, they're going to go for Ancient
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And here's the trouble with the Bane. He cannot push. He cannot push. He's just solo right clicks, and he doesn't even right click for a whole lot, so painful for him. We have a 4-staff build up by Stelcat. I mean, that's needed. He needs to get that to get away from the Lifestealer, as I said already, but also to get himself in a good position for initiating on someone with a Fiend's Grip, with a Nightmare. Same thing goes for Shadow Demon, which is why you normally see that on him as well. But he hasn't got that one yet, unless it's on the courier, which I doubt it is. But he also got a Ghost Scepter for the same reasons, of course, as the Bane has. We have a mechanism up on the Beastmaster. Still have got that point booster. Let's see if we can find some more new items. We've got Bounty Hunter going for a bit more of a semi-carry role. Picked up the Vlads, picked up the drums, picked up the face boots, a bit standard. And I mean, normally you'd go for BKD right now. Hello Malefice, hello Mantis, and you're dead, I think. Mechanism's still being used, but you know, he's dead. But disruption, oh wow. Hello Nexus, and he wants to go for the next. That was 2 quick kills, going the way of 25. In a very short period of time, and they want to go for more. They kind of come in from the side as well. Bounty Hunter going to try to help out. Trap goes down. Here comes the open wound, there comes the blink in, reverse polarity. They really want this bear, and they will get it as well, or will they not? Black hole only hits on the bear, actually Stelcat, and they just walk in there! Why did they walk in? Ghost Scepter's helping out, but the Infest does it, and Bane drops. Now the roar goes off on the Templar Assassin with a double damage. For sure does hit as well, but there's the refraction again. Should be able to stay alive. Same thing though, Lone Druid, able to stay alive. Blink afterwards for Cedo, making sure that he can get away safely as well as the rest of 25. Getting themselves out of that place, because that was risky stuff right there. A risky dive. If they would have gotten the Lone Druid, that would be all worth it, but that 4-staff... That 4-staff made sure that he stayed alive. I'm not sure whose 4-staff it was, because I think Bane was already dead at that point. No, that was not the case. Bane. Well, Bane died, but he gave his life for a good cause, because, you know, without that 4-staff, that Lone Druid would have been dead, and they would have been way further from house than they are now. I think that's a Dutch saying, sorry. Roshan back up again in the meantime, as we have got the gold grab going towards, well, you know, it was up again and then it went down again, because it was even again for a while as after the last couple of team fights, and then BAM! Going towards the 10k, especially with all those towers dropping. But it's all in favor of 25. Experience graph, no difference there. It's gonna go towards the 13k, maybe even 14k in their favor, as NEXT.kz wanting to defend the Roshan, of course. They have killed Roshan every single time, though, of course, once the Templar Assassin was able to snatch the Aegis. And yeah, going for the Fusil Blade up on the Templar Assassin is indeed the case. Something that you don't see very often, but it is pretty nice to have, especially if you're going to be up against a team that needs their mana. For example, Bane is not really a mana-heavy hero, and you know that Fiend's Grip, he is very mana-intensive. If he wants to use all the spells, he can use them all once in one fight, and then he's out of mana. So if you just make sure you hit him once or try to get him without mana, that's of course very nice to have. The same thing is just making them slow down, purging stuff off them. Purging the demonic purge off yourself, perhaps. Let's it's all useful items. Or at least I hope that's the reason. I hope that I'm explaining that properly. Otherwise, you know, you can just correct me in the chat and I'll read it in 2 minutes time. So we have Roshan. Are they actually gonna be? You see, this is the way that we want to see Roshan attack, or at least that we're used to seeing Roshan attack. I don't want to see him attack like this. I want to see him attacking with his tail because that just looks way more funny. But yeah, Roshan is being attacked. He is just the bear and the boar. Oh my god, the B team. Now Bounty Hunter also joins the cause. In the meantime, I mean, they're just sitting here still. Blink in, reverse polarity, risky stuff, but they still got it. And Lifestealer was in there and just gets himself out. Gets already the Bounty Hunter. There goes the Aegis. Cheese drops as well. It is the Aegis that got picked up by the Templar Assassin. The Cheese is still on the floor. Nobody cares about the Cheese. Magnus goes down. Stalcat drops as well. Cheese still there. Enigma picks up the Cheese. Hello. And that's also him picking up a gem, by the way. In the meantime, it's only 2 versus 1, and then 9 looking to be number 3. He gets to the Fusel Blade, slowed down. There's the Ghost Scepter helping out for a short while because the Ghost Scepter ends, and that's going to be Disruption. Blinking, Malefice. Still should be enough damage to get him down, though. He's got no chance of surviving. Oh, look! I didn't even realize this yet.
Dire's middle
I think
tower
NEXT.kz
is
needs a
under
sponsor.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Funny. Sorry. Wow. Am I oblivious to stuff inside the game or what? But we do have the tower going down, of course. I mean, it was just too big of a fight to pass on. Without the setup with the Bane, without the fight control of the Bane and the Shadow Demon, they can't really do anything with that. Especially not if you have to fight against a team that's just so much more farmed than you. Lifestealer now also has a heart. It's got 2600 gold. We of course have the Aegis still on Templar Assassin. We have the Cheese still up on the Enigma. It's all pretty big stuff right there. And they're just gonna wait until the nightmare is off, perhaps, or unless they're gonna just let Nexus do his thing. Open wounds up on Stalcat. Trouble. Oh, Bear. Trouble first. Wow. Stalcat's gonna still drop the Bear, taking a lot of damage. That Desolator is definitely helping out as the roar goes off on the Enigma. Axis will fly as well. Enigma actually dropped. Lone Druid picking up the kill. Disruption on the Bear. I'm gonna try to help keep him alive. Sorry, Disruption up on Nexus rather, as the Shrek still drops. In the meantime, the chase is still on up on Tofor. Both Magnus and the Templar Assassin wants to get him. Seedoy has got mana for everything again if he wants to, but he doesn't want to use that, and Tofor is just walking around making sure his bear can still attack. Maybe if the bear is actually there. I don't think the bear has ever reverse polarity. It's on 2, kills 2 as well. 1 for Templar Assassin, 1 for Seedoy. In the meantime, Lone Druid's still alive, but you know, he is indeed missing his bear, and without his bear he's basically useless, and they realize that as well. They want to try and chase down Bounty Hunter, but he should be fine. Shockwave doesn't hit anything anymore. Oh, just to hit extra. Make sure that he's on his way, but that's still going to be the ranged melee barracks dropping there, so that's still going to be a fight in favor of 25, even though they did lose a lot of their heroes. They didn't lose, they didn't lose a barracks, so, you know, favor of 25 there for sure, as we have the gold graph. It's being stagnated slightly, but it's still in favor heavily on 25. Same thing goes for the experience graph, which is a bit more evened out because the kills are happening on both sides right now. With the Assault Grass up on the Lone Druid, we'll have still the thingy on the bear though, the Radiance, and now also the Assault Grass on the bear. He needs that. You saw how fast he got picked off there by that Nexus, by that Lifestealer. It was just insane, and I'm quite surprised Lifestealer still went down even with a heart. That is quite insane. This is interesting. Oh, he died while being inside of the Templar Assassin. That's a bit of a shame, right? But yeah, the camera still thinks that he is inside Templar Assassin while being dead. That's a bit disturbing. Well, 2900 gold up on the Templar Assassin in the meantime, just continuing farming. Might be going for Mantis Steel. We'll see though. Blink Dagger, of course, also up on the Enigma, as we already said that she wanted to have. We've got Manifest. He's got going still for a Bloodstone by the looks of it. Of course, I mean, better late than never, right? Walking around there with your spells on, with your Edict, with your Nova, able to do your things. They know that Bounty Hunter is there. They have, of course, got the gem now as well. Let's see who is on. Is it actually on the Lifestealer or is it on the Magnus? It is on the Magnus. Seedoy has it. He's got a Vlads and drums himself. He's got himself the gem. He's a happy puppy at Nexus. Doesn't have anything more since the last time we saw him, but he does get, I was going to say something brought to him right now, and it is going to be the MKB, so he has that one complete. And he is alive again. It looks like they want to go for the top lane next. They just have all the people there, including Templar Assassin. If she hurries along, she has got a blink, of course, in the Facebook, so she should be able to catch up with her team. In the meantime, the rest of NEXT.kz are just trying to continue to farm, continue to find places where they can farm, because they need to farm. More importantly, this guy needs to farm, because his lone druid should be able to, you know, get control over that guy right there, over the lifestealer, if he gets an entangle and then moves the bear away. But it's gonna be difficult to do. I mean, it is difficult to do. And he can even have his armlet on the entire time without losing life. Because his heart is there, he's just so tanky. You see the net worth difference. Nightmare up on Nexus there, can they go on him? There's exclamations all the way. They can't go on him. There's a blink on 2 major teamfight initiators. If one fails, you also always have the other. In the meantime, we have got Bounty Hunter sticking around here. Landing tracks from the side, they now realize that he's around there somewhere. They're not too worried though. They're pretty confident about their strength, and you can see their strength right here as well. Another Nightmare up on that Lifestealer and a Nightmare up on Templar Assassin, or at least he took it over. Disruption there as well. Soulcatcher, Open Wound, up on the Lone Druid. Roar going up on Nexus as well as the Fiend Script, bit overlapping, but who cares? In the meantime though, Reverse Polarity hits on 2. Nobody dies just yet, or hits on 1 rather. The Bear and his Master. There goes the Bear and his Master. Aegis gets used though. Mantis taking a lot of damage, and will be going down. Will be dropping there as Tower is still up on 50 HP. In the meantime, from the side, here comes the Bounty Hunter, gets kicked off. The Gem helping out, and the Shrek hitting as well. Buyback from the Bounty Hunter, buyback from the Lone Druid. They need to be here. The Bear is here again as well. Open wounds on the Bear. Bear has to be careful. And the Shrek hits on 2 again. Can they get him again? Ghost Scepter helping out as we see Shadow Demon just going down in a couple of hits, and the GG is actually being called. They can't do anything anymore, as they just take down the barracks, and it will be 25 that we will see in the finals. And they will be taking on either, well, there's going to be 3 teams. I'm sure the other game is over by now, but I don't know the answer just yet to who won. But it's going to be 25 against either We As Asian, or Pain Gaming, the Brazilians indeed, or Mad Gaming. But we'll find out soon enough who it's going to be. Anyway, my name is Sheever, I'm a Ghost of Gamers caster. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. And I think we're going to have the finals now as well. But stick around, because I'm not 100% sure. I know, sometimes the finals are on a different day, because it is going to be a best out of 3, and it will really depend how the teams want to do this, because these teams, it's round 8, and then indeed the finals are round 8, and that means that they have played 7 games already, so that's just, you know, that's a lot of games to play in a row if you want to play a best out of 3 to go for those 400 euros, and you might just want to be fresh with a new set, with a new best out of 3, with a new day, etc, etc. Anyway, stick around, we're gonna see what the finals are gonna be, who 25 is gonna be up against, and when the finals are gonna be, so don't go anywhere. Oh yeah, did I actually finish my sentence that if you want to support me, subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. SheeverGaming is actually also my tag on Twitter, as well as on Facebook. Anyway, let's jump ourselves out, and it seems like we might see the other semi-finals still. Anyway, be right back. Stick around. Don't go anywhere.